Hey, good afternoon from the Farmer's Garden. I'm one of the farmers, and I've been staking tomatoes in the garden. I want to show you guys what we've been working on today. I'll turn the camera around in a second so you can see it better. We have been staking our tomatoes, and I realize that it is the middle of July, and most people who are growing tomatoes have had theirs on stakes for ages already. We were actually following the advice of another farm that is successfully doing what we're trying to do. Okay, so they're growing the vegetables, they have their own store where they're selling the vegetables, they're doing all the things. And they're doing very, very well. And they recommended not staking the tomatoes. So we tried that, and we learned some things. One benefit to that is the way that they rooted. The biggest disadvantage was the weeds. So, like I say, we learned some things, but it just did not work on our operation. So we have gone in and we have staked them, and we'll be picking them in a few minutes. So let me turn the camera around so that you can see what's up. Okay, now you are looking at our staked tomatoes. All right, so those are all the ones that we have staked. These are all the ones that we have left to stake. As you can see, they have gotten really, really viney, okay? So some of these tomatoes, if I was able to stretch them up, they would be 6 feet tall. But they've just gone everywhere across the ground. And this is making the weeds actually harder to keep out. We were partly hoping that because they were down like this, that they would shade the ground and we wouldn't have as many weeds. And that just has not necessarily been the case. So what we've done is we've just gone in. Things got a little haywire in the garden today. We staked and we ran scrap haywire. There was a roll that got messed up and couldn't go through the baler, so we have used it out here to stake the tomatoes. Now they'll actually be a little easier to pick because we're not stepping on the vines, and hopefully we'll get them watered again, we'll get them fertilized again, and maybe they'll take off growing and really like this new system better. But you can see they're all kind of up here. Like I say, the advantage to having them growing along the ground was their rooting system, which we have kind of messed up by pulling them up. So if you've not grown tomatoes before, they start putting out these roots down towards the ground, and anywhere that touches the ground, they grab hold and they take root. So this part was actually on the ground earlier, and now it's not. So the plant has lost some of its roots. The main roots are obviously still at the bottom, but it will take in moisture from any of these that touch the ground. So that was a perk to having them on the ground. But like I say, the bad did not outweigh, or the good did not outweigh the bad, I should say. So they're all staked up now, and we're going to see how this does. I'll give you all another update in a few weeks, and we'll see if they kind of take back and get some new growth on them and take off. Anyways, thank y'all for stopping by to visit the farm today. I hope you learned a little something. If you're enjoying our YouTube channel, be sure and like and subscribe and tell your buddies about us. And y'all be sure and come back when you can stay longer.